Well, I'd like to introduce you to two friends of mine, Gil and Ronda. They're working with orphans in Somacha, Zambia, and asking for our help in rebuilding their school and community center. And we welcome you both to Living the Life.
Thank you.
Now, your school is amazing. I'm excited to tell our viewers about it. But tell me what's going on in Somacha.
Well, about 3 years ago, we began a small Christian school, English emphasis, computer emphasis, and orphan emphasis. So we're busy building up.
And you had a center there that kind of was the middle of everything for the people who functioned around there. Then a great fire came and really destroyed it. How did that change life for people there?
Well, it was the community center, and our school was meeting in there until we could build a building, and there was an internet cafe and a little restaurant and a library. It was kind of the hub of the bush, and it burned. And
you are in the bush. We had a picture of a thatched, what's a typical structure there, really, which is a thatched roof and open walls, and people are very used to that. So the center is a very noticeable gathering place, right? And all that was left after the fire was just a few school desks and a little bit of other property that really couldn't be used. Well, we heard about your dilemma and wanted to come and help put that back together because we know what a difference you're making. So we asked the people who had a heart for Orphans Promise and for orphans around the world to really participate in that with us. And I want to tell you that we are in the process. These are the kids gathering actually in your homes, right? Yes. When the center burned down, there was no place for them to go to school. I'm looking at them in this small facility, wall to wall. Children, how hard was that every day to turn your house over to a whole group of children?
Well, it was pretty interesting because it was definitely ownership. I set up my little house and it was mine, and I had to take it all apart, and the children, but they loved being there, and it worked out that we could.
That is awesome. Well, I want to show people just a little bit of what's happened as we've been putting the center back together. You see the roof going on here, and this building, what will happen in this building now? When it's completed, what will take place there?
Well, this building will be the home for the orphans and the boarding home, and then the classrooms for the school. So it's a combination.
And this is a group of the students and the teachers standing outside of the home. It's not, or the facility, it's not finished yet. But we also want to ask you if you'll help us, if you're a person with a heart for Orphans Promise, to help obtain electricity, water. We want to help you get a library over there and some desks and furnishings for the building so that the kids can be comfortable in there. And then I want to show you this really precious picture. I love this. This is the way the students come to school. It's called a taxi bike, 4 of them on one. And these 4 little boys have quite a story, don't they?
Yes, they do. 2 of them are actually orphans. One of them is the tiniest one in the picture is actually 8 years old, but he's HIV positive, and his growth has been stunted. And he's being sponsored by a family from Iowa, and he's just an amazing little boy, doing very well.
And really has gathered steam in the short time that he's been at the school, because he had no education for years, right?
No, he didn't. He had never come to school until recently. And
I think it was you, Rhonda, who said that even when school shuts down, he still comes because he has this passion for learning and reading. So there's no rest for the weary, right? Now,
sure.
What difference does education mean to these kids in Somacha, Zambia?
Well, I think for the high risk and for the orphan children, it's a future. It's an out. There's so many orphans, and they're with families that are just assigned, and they don't have a place. And so we are not trying to be an orphanage, but we're trying to educate them, give them a place during the school year, and then still keep their family and their community. It gives them a step up there.
And one of the things that's happening for these children when they're in this place is that they're learning who they are in Jesus Christ, that they're learning that their lives have value and purpose. And for a young boy like Emmanuel, the little boy that we just saw, who is HIV positive, that God has a plan plan and a purpose for his life. So we want to invite you to join our family. When you call the number on your screen and say yes to help us help orphans around the world, you're going to begin the adventure of a lifetime. And it's got to be awesome to know that with $20 a month, the gift of $20 a month, you can change the world. That's the kind of impact that your gift can have. So if you'd like to join with us, join with the Krauses and others around the world who are making a difference in the lives of orphans. Call the number on your screen today and begin your own personal God adventure. Thank you both for coming all the way from Zambia to share your story with us.
Thank you so much.
Louise?
When we come back, a little soul food.